Good morning. It's my honor to follow two of my friends from Illinois, Bob Dold and Peter Roscom. I stood in the back and listened to Peter, and I thought I might as well not get up here because I can't really top what Peter just said. But it's important that we all stand up, though, because right now, as we sit here, we're a year later from doing this last year here in Washington. And I'm happy to be here with you again, but it's sad that what has happened over the past year to Christians in the Middle East. The situation has only gotten worse. So it really is critical for all of us, and I thank you for the work that you do. But we face right now, I think, an America that largely either doesn't see what's going on or they don't want to see it. They want to turn their heads away. So we need to redouble our efforts to raise the awareness, to bring the message, to show people what is going on, the horrors, the tragedies, what is being done to Christians in the Middle East. But not only to raise the awareness, but to commit to action. We cannot sit idly by anymore. Congress, the United States cannot sit idly by anymore. We have to commit to action. It's critical to support religious freedom around the world, but I don't have to go through all the examples of what is happening right now to Christians in the Middle East. And Christians in the Middle East not only have the cultural heritage going back to the time of Jesus Christ, Christians in the Middle East have always been the leavening for trying to bring peace to the region. They have always been that force who has stood for peace in trying to bring everyone together. And without Christians in the Middle East, it's just going to be more war. So today, we have to commit to a proactive strategy. I think a good first step is the resolution that Congressman Fortenberry has, that I'm an original co-sponsor on that resolution. As Peter Roscom says, we have to call it what it is. It's a genocide that is taking place. This is something that a lot of people Americans don't understand. They don't understand the role of Christians, the place of Christians in the Middle East, and we have to make them aware of that. So that's the first step. Once we do that, and we can get Congress together on the same page, calling it a genocide and calling for action, we have to do what we can to provide a space. It's not enough, although we should be taking in refugees. We should be encouraging others to take in Christian refugees, but it's even more important that we do what we can, establish safe zones so that the Christians can stay. And all religious minorities in the Middle East have the freedom to stay where they are. That is critical. We cannot just say, well, we're just going to empty everyone out of the Middle East that's being persecuted. We cannot do that. This is not going to be easy. You all know that. But we see, and you know, and some of you have probably gone through this yourselves, we see the courage of everyone, the Christians who are being persecuted in the Middle East. We see their courage. And we must have the same courage. We can no longer just turn our heads and look away. It's critical to me, as a Christian, that we reach out and help our brothers and sisters. It's also important to me as a member of Congress. The United States reaches out to help. So again, I want to thank you for what you are doing. I'm glad to be here with you, but I hope that in a not too distant future, we don't have to be here anymore. That we will have solved this problem, but it's going to take time. But it will only be done if we have the courage to stand up, and we as members of Congress have the courage to stand up. So go out there and make sure that your representatives are seeing it, that they're not diverting their heads from what's going on, that they see it and they know they have to ask. Please help us to do that. We can continue to work and certainly to pray every day for peace. So thank you very much for what you do. It's always good to be with you.